show number 10. Hey y'all, hey, it's me still over here trying to get people to the YouTube channel. Hey y'all, hey, it's me on Instagram trying to get y'all over to the YouTube channel. Hey Hot Rod, how you doing? I'm trying to get people over to my YouTube channel. I just went live right now, so I gotta post this video to get them to come on. So hey y'all, hey, welcome to episode 10. As you can see, episode 10 for my life after, and I'm gonna try to change this view because it looks a little crazy to me right now. Eek. I guess that's okay. So yeah, welcome everybody, and Hot Rod, get your butt over to the YouTube channel. It's the link in my bio. Thank you. Bye guys, come on over. We're live now. So hey y'all know the deal. You know how it goes. My sister-in-law told me that I need to start promoting the stuff that I be having on. So I don't really know where I got this dress from, but quite possibly it was Fashion Nova, because where do I get most everything? Fashion Nova. So y'all see this little number? This little cheap diddly. I think it was like $5 or I actually want to say this dress was $7. It was probably $7. It just seemed like y'all can't see me. Can y'all see me? My light ain't on. Some ain't giving. Okay? It is not giving. Y'all see me? Did you see me? Okay, I just want to make sure y'all see me. So, we are celebrating, I hope I got it right, because it would be so funny to be doing all of this time while I'm celebrating episode 10 and I've miscounted. But we are celebrating episode, oh, my toes wiggling. That is just too much. Y'all don't need to see that. Child. 10 episodes and she's still a hot mess. She's still a hot mess. Oh, let me get over to my chat so I can see who over in the chat. Oh, number 10. How you doing? Oh, and thank you for my card. I have it on my desk in my my office, the thank you card that you got me for your birthday. So yeah, we're at episode number 10. Hopefully I'm counting this properly, because if not, and this is episode 9, then I guess next week it'll just be number 10. Time flies when you're having fun, or so they say. So welcome. I have what I think is a good show, but who really knows? We'll be talking about imposter syndrome today. That's the topic. But it is our 10th show, and today is, what is today? Today is June 3rd, 2025. Tuesday, June 3rd. It's me, your host, the Crazy Melanin Princess, aka Big Mama. And I actually do have a show planned for us today. Unlike the last couple weeks where I was feeling under the weather and we were just kind of winging that thing. Not to say that we're not going to be winging it a lot this week too, because I actually do have our show, but you need some fluff in there, and I can't say that I got too much fluff. Anywho, we are still going to roll with the punches and get this thing going. This week, even though I have not opened it yet, it's the same candy, my same candy that I always eat. I haven't changed it, so it's that exact same gummy, and it's passion fruit guava. It's 100 milligrams. I don't eat the whole thing. I eat like half of it, and then I'm like, this ain't doing nothing. Let me eat the other half, even though I could eat it all at once. But because I want to talk to you guys and be clear and concise with my messaging, I won't do that to y'all, because I'll be slurring and who knows what I'll be talking about. So I'm trying to keep the train on the track this week. Also, I do not have a bartender this week. So I had to bartend myself. So let me show y'all what I done concocted over here. Struggle teeny. That's what it needs to be called. It is called, what did I name it? A green, oh, Jared helped me. Because it was a green tea martini is what it is. But then Jared came and he said it's called a green teeny. So, we gonna have a green teeny today that I just made. And when I tell you, oh boy, we don't know what it tastes like. But it's semi-green. It got seeds floating all in it. Father help me. Father, I'll use my iPad as a table for my bed since our set is not quite set so well. And then me taking this candy, who knows what this drink is about to taste like. But this is our, ooh, and I'm dripping. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Luckily I got this paper towel. Oh, and let me tell y'all, I just urinated on myself. I swear I'm just like these dogs. You get excited and you start wiggling, even though that's not what it was. So this I don't know if it's perimenopause that's doing that to me. I have no idea what is doing it. But I have to use the bathroom, like, right, it comes on right then and there. I didn't have time to run to the bathroom. No, I'm not pissy. I cleaned myself up. But, oh, this is really good. Oh, look at you, Big Mama. You did something good. Okay, I also had a backup drink. I bought this big old bottle of champagne in here because we wasn't too sure about what this teeny was going to give. And, sorry, I haven't eaten today either. Not one dang thing. So that sucks also. So who knows? Oh, yeah. So who really knows what's about to happen on this show? So yeah. June 3rd. What's going on? What we putting in the time capsule tonight? Aside from green teenies in my belly on an empty stomach. And guys, I haven't eaten since I was with you yesterday and I had my salad. It was so good, but I'm hungry now. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to need some food. And considering I got a sweet something in my mouth and this drink actually tastes this good, it is so good. I think because I squeezed another lemon in there. So I always try to taste stuff live with you guys so you can get my real face or whatever this mess is, because sometimes I'm just going to have to struggle through it. As long as it got the alcohol in it, we don't really care. But this is really good. So I don't ever drink the drinks before I come on air. So whatever you see is happening, it's really happening. And this one's real. I am really shocked. Usually I make a really great green tea martini. However, because I've been struggling all day with getting things prepped, ready, this, that, and all that, I was ripping and running, and this kind of just got thrown together in the last 8 minutes before we went live. So that's what this is. It is good. I know, Anita, that's why I was like, I usually have like peanuts and stuff in my little snack bar over here. I ain't got nothing going on. I wish. I really need a snack. I guess the gummy is going to be my only snack for tonight, does it? That sucks. So for our time capsule, what are we putting in the time capsule today? Well, it's always Taco Tuesday, so I can always go for me some tacos. But June 3rd's time capsule. I guess we might as well start with some politics, because you know, that ain't what I'm here to talk about on this show. We trying to have fun and not be depressed. But the funny thing that I guess we're going to put in a time capsule, because we are not having a specific political corner this week. Ain't nobody got time for that. But Elon Musk over there blasting Trump's agenda. Ain't that funny? His agenda bill, I didn't go deep down in it. Didn't click, didn't look, don't care. Don't care about Musk. Don't care about Trump. But it happened today. So we're just going to throw it in the time capsule. Um, do you know it's World Bicycle Day? You know they be making up these days, and that's fine. I don't know where it come from, but somebody said it's World Bicycle Day, and that's kind of cool because as I mentioned on one of the other shows, I think everybody needs to have, if you know how to ride a bike. And if you don't know how to ride a bike, maybe you should go and learn how to ride a bike because the endorphins really gets going and it's fun. And I don't mean ride a bike for exercise purposes. I mean ride it for the joy of feeling wind brushing past you and just looking around. And yes, it does have benefits for exercise purposes. Nevertheless, it's always fun to exercise without knowing that you're exercising. That's my life. That's my mantra. I just like to stay active. I don't like exercising, but I like to do a whole lot of stuff that equates to exercise, but I don't look at it as exercise. I just look at it as I'm about to go play. And the fact that when I'm outside playing, it happens to be exercise, I mean, that's a twofer right there. So, World Bicycle Day. I implore everybody to go get them a bicycle. It's the best joy I ever found in my life. And I got like two bikes that are in my rotation right now. But there's some more in the garage. But those are my two. One with gears, and I got that one only because after riding my beach cruiser and realizing this is some real tough work right here. Riding like Depot, and it's hard riding a beach cruiser. One, the bike is heavy, and this is hard. So anyhow, World Bicycle Day. Do you know that it's National Egg Day? Egg prices so high, can't nobody even pay attention or celebrate the day. Because can't nobody afford no eggs. I thought that's why everybody elected this man was because egg prices. Whatever. Today is National Egg Day. The FDA, so we put all this in the time capsule. We got a good time capsule today. It's going to be full. The FDA just did a recall on tomatoes. Ironically enough, you guys look at these little bad babies. I grew them myself. They just came from my bounty from all of my gardening. I haven't even, one of these days I'll be able to have a garden stuff all on the thing. Look at them. They're just like so cute. They're little, but they're cute. And now here go my co-stars, my guests, my co-guests. The damn dogs in the backyard. Well, yeah, look at my little tomatoes that I grew. They don't have a smell, but the plant actually smells so good, which is why I bought it. I think it's the leaves on the plant. But yeah, I thought I'd show you guys my stuff since it's since they recalled some tomatoes, FDA recalled tomatoes. But Big Mama got her some tomatoes, so, oh well. Y'all just need to plant y'all some tomatoes so you can have some tomatoes too when they start recalling stuff. Another thing to put into the time capsule. Did y'all know that today's Angelina Jolie's birthday? She turned 50? I thought she was way older than that. Is she lying? Or am I tripping? Did I not get my information right? Or is something to miss? She only took, how old am I? I think I'm turning 48 next month. Okay. We got a month and 2 days to my birthday. I don't know, but I did not think that she was 40 anything. I thought Angelina Jolie was in her 50s like a good 5-6 years ago. Neither here nor there. We're going to go and put baby girl in the time capsule. Celebrate her today. It is also former First Lady Jill Biden's birthday today. She turns 78, so happy birthday to her. We'll put that in the time capsule. Today is Love Conquers All Day. That's kind of cool. Love conquers all. I guess I'll see. Aha! One of these days I'll see. I ain't conquering shit right now, but one of these days I'll see. So I think that's all I got. It rained in LA today. Most randomest of things. I was working, and in the bottom left corner of my laptop, it said rain is coming in 3 hours, 3.5 hours. I said, what? It's sunny outside. What are you talking about? Lo and behold, rain came, and I was blown away. And for whatever reason, I'm sitting in here prepping to get ready for this podcast, and it starts to smell like it's burning or something, like somebody somewhere is burning something. My son left the house, so I assumed with my door closed, did he leave something on or did he burn something before he left? I go walk out around the house sniffing. I smell nothing when I walk out of the house or walk around the house, excuse me. I open the front door and holy moly, I don't know what's burning, but whatever is coming down, and maybe it's an acid rain. What the heck is acid rain? I don't know what I'm talking about. But whatever it is, whatever it was, this rain stank. It stank so bad, it smelled like the whole city was on fire. And whatever. That's what it is. So we're going to put that stuff in the time capsule. Throw that in dirt somewhere. Because that's what that is. That's our time capsule for today. June 3rd's time capsule. There's a lot of stuff going on June 3rd. Unfortunately, I will say, I don't got nothing for our Black Business Spotlight. I can't say that I've shopped at a Black business or not. I'm not going to say that I haven't, but if it wasn't beknownst to me. Go. Oh, I didn't even post the thing. Go. What I need to say to them? Get on the podcast now. Go to. Oh. I could just put podcast live now. Link in bio. Okay. That works too. Okay, so we'll post that. Yeah, what was I saying? Stinky rain. Oh, Black Business Spotlight. I don't know if I've shopped at a Black business. I mean, I really haven't gone anywhere or done anything, so that quite possibly could be the reason why I haven't shopped. Aside from going to the grocery store. But I did hear that there's a Black grocery store in Compton or something like that. So I will hopefully, well, I don't really have much shopping to do. But I do want to go to this grocery store. I believe it's in Compton. And I said I would go over there and peruse their aisles. And of course, I'm going to buy something. I don't know what. I don't have a need right now. But I do want to go to their Black-owned grocery store and support and get whatever it is that I could possibly get that I may need if I do need something. So yeah. Now this kids corner, let me tell y'all, I need a drink. Let me tell y'all. So this little boy Chopper, he's here. He's been back for 2 weeks now, I think. Sterling's here. He's been here for 3 weeks. And Chopper went on a trip to Sacramento this week. He left on Saturday. He took the train. Well, he took Amtrak. Partially took the train, partially took a bus. So, remember a week before when we were traveling to my niece's graduation in Vegas, and this boy left his luggage on the TSA turn spindle thingy or whatever. But right before that, he was talking mess about, I wish I was traveling by myself. I don't be going through all of this. Da 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 da. So we laughed at him because we almost at the gate, and he realized, oh crap, let me go back and get my bag because I left it at TSA. Mr. Travel by Himself. So this week's episode of escapades that he got going on, he's traveling to go visit his girlfriend in Sacramento that he met his first year at the University of Hawaii. She's from Sacramento. Both of her parents are teachers. They seem pretty nice via text because I haven't met them. So let's just start with that. He texts me and says, hey, Can I go to Sacramento for the week? Leaving on the 30th or 31st and coming back that following week. I ignore his text as if I didn't see it. Said nothing. I send the text to his dad like the day or so later. And then we giggle about it like, ha, we knew this was coming, blah, 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 whatever the case may be, thinking that at some point maybe I'd be driving him out there and then they can hang out for a day or something. I don't know. It wasn't, can I go out there for a week? That was not what we thought we was about to receive. Or we'll go camping, maybe we'll invite her family, we'll go to some campground up north, and that will bridge the two families, we can go hang out, whatever. Nope, that ain't what he had in mind. He won't go out there for a week to go stay with them. Okay, so upon embarking upon this journey, he texts me talking about this. I send the text to his dad. His dad says, hey, have you talked to him about this? I know you guys talk a lot. I said, no, I ain't even thought about the little boy. He said, well, he's trying to leave this weekend. I said, I thought he was talking about on June 30th through July, like the 4th of July weekend holiday thing. He was like, no, he said this week. I ain't even read the boy text good. Well, apparently he was talking about this week. So this week, he says, his dad employs me to talk to him. So I call him in my room and ask him, hey, what's going on about this? You want to go? And then, I think his dad sent a text and said, hey, that's what happened. He sent a good text too. He sent a text to our thread and says, hey, I know that when you're in Hawaii, you're on your own and pretty much you're grown. So you are doing things that we don't know much about, Now, luckily he is on an island, so I know he ain't going too far without us knowing, right? Because he typically would have to hop on a plane in order to do so. And you can have fun around that island as much as you want. But you bet not be, I find out you was in Tokyo or no mess like that and you didn't tell nobody. So anyhow, his text pretty much says to the point, I understand that you're an adult now, or a young adult, but you're not grown. So pretty much you crazy if you think that we about to let you go to Sacramento. And one, we ain't never met these people. We don't know them. How you getting there? Because we know none of the logistics. How you getting there? Who you staying with? How you getting back? What's this all about? And his text says, well, I know you're grown, all this other good stuff. And you get to live your life and do all this other stuff. But we don't know them people. And until we do, you ain't going nowhere. So after we both read the text, and I'm like, come in here and talk to me, child. Tell me what's going on, what you want. And so I said, well, you have to give me her parents' phone number. He was like, well, she's in the UK. Okay, that's neither here nor there. So what, y'all gonna have a house to yourself or something? Because that ain't how the answer's no. Anyhow, I talked to the mom. She's in the UK with the oldest daughter. The oldest daughter just graduated from the University of Hawaii. So the three of them were there together. His girlfriend, which is in let's just call this the 9th grade, right? Freshman year. Like him. They're both freshman year. The older daughter was in the 12th grade. She's in her senior year at the University of Hawaii. She just graduated, which is also why I had said on one of those other shows in the Kids Corner why I was seeing why Michael was like, well, when did you buy my flight? When am I going? This and that and all this other stuff. As it relates to him, school's over, baby. It's time to come home. You've been in Hawaii for a whole year now. You need to come pack it on and come home. Well, the reason why I felt like he was saying that once we found out he had a girlfriend, I said, oh, he's trying to have a whole little honeymoon on the island when school is out. I don't know if that was really it or not. That was just me talking mess. So she said, oh, yeah, we love Michael. They've met my son 3 times, and we love Michael. He's such a smart, intelligent, nice guy. Like, pretty much our daughter couldn't have found nothing better. We love him, and we've gone to dinner. We've gone to the volleyball games. They've gone to volleyball games at the college. They've gone to dinner before. They've just pretty much embraced my son, and now that's their son. Excuse me? because I just learned that he had a girlfriend, and I only learned because my sister asked him, nephew, you got a girlfriend? He was like, yeah. She said, what's her name? Ella. Let me see. And then he shows a picture. I would have never knew. So I'm just learning of her existence. Mind you, they didn't honeymoon with my son already. So, whatever. They love him. He's welcome. They're both teachers. Her and the oldest daughter are in the UK on vacation. She's coming back, but the oldest daughter is going back to Hawaii because she has an internship and she's going to do her graduate work at the University of Hawaii as well. So, good for her. Good for them. They're all so educated. Love it. So beautiful, right? And then she says, yes, we love Michael. Our home is open to him. They had spoke about it. Since the oldest daughter is going away, he'll be staying in her room. And Ella is going to take him all around Sacramento, I guess, to go cow tipping and see Sacramento. Ain't nothing in Sacramento. The capital. Some buildings. And cows. So, I don't know. Oh, they're going to go play volleyball because she plays volleyball too. Now it makes sense. Well, no. Her playing volleyball don't make sense. I know she has to be very smart because Michael don't like dumb people. So his last girlfriend was very smart. She's at the UC Berkeley right now. So I'm sure this girl definitely have to have some high IQ because he wouldn't even have seen her or talked to her because he don't talk to people who don't got like minds or something. So that's good to know. They're gonna go swimming, hanging out, playing volleyball, but that was the icing on the cake. The fact that she too plays volleyball, I said, oh yeah, he definitely in love now. So, whatever. That's that boy. He takes a bus, Amtrak bus, to Bakersfield. The connection is in Bakersfield, he gets on the train, and the train takes him to Sacramento. Well, he gets to Bakersfield, he texts me and his dad in the group thread, and says, hey, can you guys cash at me $200 and just go take the $200 out of my wallet? It's on the bed. I said, what's on the bed? Your wallet? He said, yeah, I left it. Now, mister, I like traveling by myself. Now, the last trip you over here yapping, I like traveling by myself. You left your dang luggage at TSA terminal thingy. And now you're on your own and you done left your whole wallet. This little black boy. Because he mine, so he black. He might be very, like the color of the backboard here, he might be that clear and creamy, but he black. He is black. Like this and not like this. He definitely needs to have identification on him at all times. My heart sank. I said no. No, he did not. So, I said to his dad, we got to go UPS overnight this boy his wallet. Because ain't no way he's going to be traveling to and from Sacramento and Los Angeles with absolutely no identification. And he is 19 years old. Boy, have you lost your mind. So, I'm not going to get into any more of that with him because that's Chopper. That's Chopper this week. Sterling just stole my car and went to go do some Instacart so he can make some money to eat. Because it's all his little fat butt does is eat. Aja, I owe this baby so much. So over the last 2 weekends, us celebrating her little cousins, 12th grade graduations, proms, and all this other good stuff. She was a 2020 baby, so she was robbed of all of these things that she is now looking at her younger, they're like siblings. Her cousins, they grew up so closely knit that they are definitely like siblings. See her younger cousins and siblings being able to experience all of the things that those little girls looked up to Aja, we're going to see her go to prom, do all these things. And now it seems as if she's been bypassed by them because she didn't get to partake in any of these things. So and she's so willing to help. So with my niece's prom and even all the things that we do, we're doing little banner boards and little lays and all this other artsy craftsy stuff just to show appreciation to our graduates. And she's just so gung ho because I would be a bitter Betty, a bitter bitch. I'd be like, I don't want to help nobody think, goddamn, I ain't get my problem. I didn't do this. That would kind of sort of be my attitude. But hers is not. It's just I want the best for them, and I can see it in her. I can see the pain and hurt in her eyes, and it makes me want to cry right now because I only have one daughter. I never went to prom. I've never experienced any of this, and neither did my daughter. And it sucks so bad to see her be so selfless and kind and wanting to give and help her little cousins or anybody else live out her dream that she never got to, that she was robbed of. It's not that she didn't get to do it, she was robbed of it. She didn't get to do it because she was robbed of it. So I owe my baby a debt that could never be repaid. Not that she's indebted to me, but just her servitude to her family in the way in which she, like her mother, shows up for people, even though people don't necessarily show up for people. Don't show up for me, but the way in which people typically show up for others. I love that she's so happy to show up and celebrate them, even though I have to celebrate something for you that I truly wish I had and didn't. And she does it in a way that doesn't show that underneath that I personally would. I'm here to say I would have it. I didn't go to prom because I didn't want to go to prom. And my boyfriend at the time did not want to go to prom because he was so old. My big Sterling, he and I were together at the time. He was 4 years older than me. So he didn't want to go to a high school prom because he was so far out of high school that he wasn't with that. And I understood, and I didn't care because I'm like, I don't really do much high school stuff because I was so fast. Not that I was fast like that. It was just the fact that I was always with my older cousins, and I was always doing older stuff. So the people my age, I didn't really gel with. So that's Kids Corner. So I'm really thinking that for my 50th birthday, I know that I'm doing a Mediterranean cruise, but I'm also thinking I want to do a 25-50 prom birthday. My daughter's birthday is 2 days after mine, so we're only 2 days apart. And I think because she'll be turning 25, I'll be turning 50, that might be a really cool something for us because I do believe that she deserves it, and I want her to have her moment. I want whomever and everybody to come see and support her more than me for my 50th because I care less about being 50. But I want it to be more for her. But since I'm going to celebrate me too, it is a milestone. That's what I think we're going to do. So I'm going to write that down. Because I think that is something that I could, I'm thinking that is something that I could do. So, something else I saw today, and what's funny is why is it like today my stuff on Instagram is not posting? I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Do I got Wi-Fi? Is that what's going on? What's that? No Wi-Fi. Okay, that's Wi-Fi. Searching Wi-Fi network. Okay, so we're getting back on Wi-Fi. But yeah, I have two things that just did not post right now. And let me look and see if somebody on here with us and Gazi, or if it's just us. Oh no, it says 6 of us here. Y'all tap in. Who in the room other than my Nigerian princess over here in Gazi? Okay, so yeah, anyhow, they were talking about 5 days for each month that we should. I'm wondering why my thing is so dark. And I think I see why. I think I might see why my thing is light. Okay. So 5 days for each month that we should truly be intentional about. And I freaking Love it. I said it's June. It's the beginning of June, and I didn't quite. Um, I did it. I think in yeah. Well, okay. So it's June, and so I figure we're only 3 days in. So oh yeah, just some housekeeping, guys. If you guys not on the live show, as I always say, but on the playbacks, if you guys are watching for the first time, I know I'm like 40 minutes in, so sorry I'm just now telling you this. You can speed me up if you want. If I'm talking too slow and I got too many ums and ahs and whatever else is going on. If you guys want to speed me up, hit that settings button. I know what settings icon looks like because you got them on so many things on your phone. So hit that settings button and then it'll show you the speed or the run rate or something like that. And you can always speed me up to get this thing on like that. So, yeah. They're saying 5 days that we desperately need to have for ourselves and each month, and five non-negotiable days that we should schedule for ourselves every month. Get it one. So we're gonna go down the list. Number one, a get it together day. A day to clear the clutter. Clear the clutter. A day to, that's a tongue twister for me, or is it because of this? A day to clear the clutter. So it's our get it together day. We're going to clear the clutter physically, mentally, and digitally. This can be paying your bills, organizing your inbox, or doing some meal prep. It's boring, but it's the kind of maintenance that keeps life from spiraling out of control. Baby, I had one this weekend, and when I tell you I'm ready for the week, and I love it. It does set a good intentional goal. I think that for me, I'm going to start making that, and I'm going to write it down. I'm going to make that one the last day of the month so that I go into the next month, like, ready. Like, when July 1 hits, I got it all together. So we're going to say 30th is Get It Together Day. Okay. Our second day is Unplug Day. Ooh, I love these. I've been having a few of them over the last few months, and I've had a lot of unplugged days. For 24 hours, I just had one of these on Saturday, I want to say. For 24 hours, avoid technology as much as you possibly can. Put down your phone and go for a hike. I went for a walk and I rode my bike. Spend time with people in person or read a book. The world will not fall apart while you are offline, my love. But your mental health, it just might freaking improve. Now, you know what's crazy? Because we're going to write this out. So, Unplug Day. I'm going to do my Unplug Day is typically like that 14th. The 14th of the month, the 15th, I'll be exhausted. Like, I'm in sales. As you guys know, I'm in IT sales. So, that's when the pressure really starts cooking. Because the end of the month gets there like this. I only have like maybe 1 week left to sign all my deals because we have to do the deliverables by the end of the month. So whatever it is that you bought from me, if I don't have whatever implemented in the software, cloud services, subscription set up, if it's hardware that has been ordered, delivered, shipped, placed on site, and I don't have your signature for the delivery and acceptance, I don't get paid the next month. That does not count as revenue for that month. So I look like I ain't did none of that work, nor am I going to make money the following month. So that 15th or 14th for me is about to be Unplugged Day because, baby, that's when my TMI, that's also when my motherhood be coming. My motherhood, womanhood be wanting to come down. When my love start to rain down. Okay? TMI. But hey, it's y'all signed up for my life. ... after. And this will be going on in my life. So, yeah. Okay, this show gonna run over because it's our 10th one. So we got more time, okay? Be a tourist day. Now, the beautiful thing is, we live in Southern California. And as many and all people know who live in all them dreary states of theirs, the best state to live in is California. And if you gonna top California, the best state to live in is Hawaii. And because I live in Southern California, I am always a tourist. I'm always looking for stuff, finding stuff, reading stuff. Say, ooh, a hike, ooh, a waterfall, ooh, a this. I'm going to go see. Now, I've gone on some of these hikes that say it's a waterfall, and it was like a little drizzle. Wasn't much hiking going on. But neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. It is what it is. It's Be a Tourist Day. Now, I don't know what day that I would make that. I think that that would have to be one of them days that you definitely plan, but weather permitting, it's great. Again, beautiful, sunny, Southern California. It never rains in Southern California. Therefore, even though it rained today, so I take that back. And they tell me it don't rain, but it rain. So Tony lied. One of them Tonys and told a fib, okay? Because it rained on this good day, with it being like 70, almost 80 degrees. Whatever. Tourist day. We gonna do that. We are gonna look for a good day to do something, and I want my tourist day to be free or tax write-offable, meaning museum, a national park, or anything where probably the government is asking for a little nominal fee of $2, $3, $4, $5 to get in, and those are always FYI. My mother was a CPA. They're tax write-offs. So whenever you go to the museum, whenever you pay for parking at the beach, whenever you do any municipal purchasing, it's a tax write-off. So save all your, if you always at the beach and you always paying for parking, if you don't throw them little things inside of your glove compartment, put a little envelope. That's what I do. I have envelopes everywhere. Put a little envelope and write tax write-off. Municipal tax write-off. Throw that in your car, so whenever you doing whatever, you go to the museum or you buy tickets for something, you just throw them in there, and then at the end of the year, you go look in there. Also do it for car repairs. Not all car repairs. I'm in sales. I use my car for business, so, and mine is a tax write-off. I don't know about y'all, so I'm sorry. Don't take that advice. I'm not a CPA. Do not take any of my advice. I'm just letting y'all know my mama was a CPA, and I know that municipality tax is tax write-off. So my tourist day is going to be something like that, where I'm paying to get into a park, state, national park, whomever's park. I'm going to do a hike. I'm going to go look around at some city, place, and be like, oh, that's nice. That's my tourist day. And because I'm in Southern California, I figure there's so many places. Like, me and Big Sir, we about to do this. I'm about to go. I'm about to have this boy come with me, because I'm ready to drive across the bridge. Did you know that they just opened up the bridge in Big Sur? So I think it's the 101. They want to call it the 101. I don't know what it is right there, but it's open. You know the one. It's on all the TV shows, all the movies, all the car commercials, all that stuff. It's now open. It was closed. It's open, so we're going to go. And then what other day we supposed to have here? Let me go back and find my stuff so I can tell y'all what day we supposed to be having. It sounds like somebody just walked in my house. I got a gun on both sides of me, so you know what I'm saying? But they use the bathroom. Okay, I think I know who it is. Okay, so we got Tourist Day, and then Reconnection Day. Life gets busy, don't it? But relationships are what make it meaningful. Take at least one day per month to reconnect with people who matter. No agenda, no hidden motive, just real human connection. I used to do this. I was intentional. Was it 2023? I want to say it was. every month I just called a friend who we don't really talk all the time or hang out all the time, but that's your person, and as soon as you get back together, everything's gravy. Each month I picked a person and we went out to eat, like a little quick lunch or a dinner or whatever. And when I tell you my everything felt so full from that, I think I'm going to start that again. I don't know why I didn't do it like moving on. I think that I mentally thought I've done it 12 times now, that it's kind of formed a habit for me to think about it without naming it or calling it something. I just naturally automatically do it. And I see that oftentimes being intentional means setting up something so that even if you forget, it keeps you on pace or on par with what it is that you set out to do, because your intentions, what do they say? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah, you had a great intention to do a lot of things that you did not do. You did not do them. They did not get done. You cannot call yourself a great person or a this or, again, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. All people talking about all the stuff they gonna do, they ain't never did it, and then they still went to hell. So anyhow, reconnection day. We're gonna figure out that. And then the last one is, I don't know why my thing keeps changing here, because that's what's taking me away. I don't know why I didn't screenshot this like I usually do, so that I'm already prepared and I ain't gotta go live online. Oh, you know why? Because it's episode 10. That's why. It's called All the Follies of All the Days. Just keep messing up. Mini Adventure Day. Now, what's the difference between that and Tourist Day? Mini Adventure Day. You don't need a plane ticket to have an adventure. Do something small that's new but feels exciting. Take a new route home. Try a new class or visit a museum. I was just talking about museums because I'm a museum lover, okay? Break your routine and make your days more story worthy. Well, if you know me, all my days are story worthy because my stories be like, they be storying, don't they? So yeah, mini adventure day. Mini adventure day. So I think one of the things I'll do tourist day. So one of those days is going to have to go because I have nothing at the beginning of the month, even though Get It Together Day is at the end of the month. So that's how we're going to set that up. We're going to, the very last day or last something of the month, we're going to get ourselves together because we want to go into that next month with the intention of having things laid out so succinctly that we don't have to worry about the monotony of stuff that bombards us and bogs us down and do all that other stuff. And then I'm going to have some kind of vacation like that first week. So either that's mini adventure day or that's going to be tourist day. And I'm thinking tourist day only because I'm going to have a clean plate. Everything's going to be nice and neat and ready to go. I might as well go on a little mini not adventure, but a little tour of the city to be enlightened and to bring things into my soul and my spirit that allows for clearer, better, open thinking throughout the month. I think I was telling you guys, I don't know about this week or last week or maybe on my Instagram because the way I keep laying out content, who knows where the heck it landed. Anyhow, I'm thinking that maybe that deal that I've been working on that did not close last month, but I talked to the director, the IT director today. Hopefully it's going to do something. I don't know. Hopefully it pans out, but that deal and two other deals that I just brought into the fold, by being so clear and intentional with cleaning and doing all of that get it together stuff I did over the weekend, allowed for me to bring two new deals into this month, something that's looking good. So even though I ain't gonna get paid before my birthday, dang, maybe I'm gonna have to celebrate the end of July. Because if I get all of these deals, we gonna party in July. You know what I'm saying? July is always my biggest earning month too. And I think the reason why is because I be going so hard because I know it's my birthday. So I'm thinking that because I did do that get it together stuff over this weekend, it allowed for me to just have the mental um, propensity and bandwidth to get shit together and really work when it was time to work and focus on stuff and not have so many distractions by clutter and the like. And hey, I still need to clean that up. I still need to do that. I did everything. So ain't nothing left to do. I got all that stuff off my brain so the anxiety can, I can water that down and it can lie at bay. So yeah, those are our 5 days: a get it together day, an unplug day, tourist day, reconnect day, and a mini adventure day. I think I'm gonna follow up on this and see how y'all are doing, and I'm gonna repost this on Instagram. It was someone else's post that I saw, and I was like, I really like that. I think that that helps you. Excuse me. Help you if you're searching for your purpose. I think it helps you become grounded, maybe find purpose, open you up. Sometimes it's just no room for things to find us because we just so bogged down with everything else. How the hell is something gonna find us if we buried underneath something, And the things that we're asking for, we're asking God or whomever deity, or you're asking the universe, or you're asking yourself for things that you can't naturally, they're not readily available to you because they're buried under stuff. And you're like, where did it go? How do I find it? It's not organized. I think that this helps. This little thing is definitely going to help me. And without even knowing it, without even thinking I was going to do that this day, just knowing that this is something that I saw and wanted to share with you guys. Because, of course, my life, all the stuff, my thoughts, all the stuff that's going in my brain 24/7, all day, every day. And because I spend so much time by myself all day, every day, only person I talk to is me. Getting some of this stuff out and doing some of it without even knowing or planning, and then seeing the benefits that it has. I'm sharing with you guys, and I hope that it helps you as well. And if you know me, you are definitely welcome to join me for some of these. We can do some of these together and have a good time with it, and we'll have stories to come back and tell people about. And if you don't know me, again, I always say it's going to be a little creepy and a little weird, but if you do know me, then let's get some of this tourist day, reconnection day, mini adventure day stuff together. Because even unplugged day could be we leaving all our technology, we meeting up and we hanging out, and we have a good day without any of that stuff. So that's that. Now let's get into our show an hour later, right? When I'm supposed to be signing off, we get into the show. Okay? Because this is episode number 10, and I can do what I want. As long as I'm engaging, and hopefully I am. Hopefully I am. You guys will still be here to listen to some of this stuff, so let's get into it. And Big Mama need her glasses, because she can't... Ooh, and they dirty. Because she can't see a dang thing. So our show today is about imposter syndrome. A couple things I'm gonna tell y'all. You know me. You know what I'm gonna do, and we're gonna break this thing down to the ridiculous. What is it? Who has it? What causes it? How I know if I got it? How I get rid of it? How I cope with it? We about to talk about all of that, cause what's funny is the show is oxymoronic in itself. I suffer from imposter syndrome heavily. As I began to really read, dig, do all the things into this, it is a wild something. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I had to clean these glasses because Big Mama couldn't see. Big Mama can't see none of her notes or none of that. And sorry, because I'm at the end of my tissue and I don't want to go get no more, because then I'll have to get off the camera and stop talking to y'all. And we already. I'm gonna stop worrying about time. See, that's a part of the imposter syndrome stuff. There ain't nothing on here but alcohol. So, sorry guys. So, ooh, my ears popping and pop locking. Ooh, 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 big mama. Oh, y'all gotta see this. This is my one right here. I'm really good at this one. That's not even edible. I'm sorry. That's just me. Okay, imposter syndrome. I suffer from imposter syndrome. A couple things. Imposter syndrome is not a mental illness. It's not. I've always had this burning question: why do I personally, me personally, Albra, why do I personally fear success? I do. I don't know why I do, but I do. I always ask myself that. And being caught between the desire to flourish and the fear of achieving, I don't get it. I think that that's what holds a lot of people back from not living their dreams, but starting or initiating, doing whatever it is that their hearts desire, that they're probably more than well qualified for, but they just are too scared for that initial start. For me, it can be painful, but it's paralyzing. And paralyzing to the fact where sorry, I still got dirt and I got tissue breaking up. Your girl's a hot mess, child. I love really letting y'all in on what be happening over here. Ever since a kid, I used to have fake shows like this. So the fact that they created something called YouTube so I don't look crazy, if anybody ever walked in on my room, do you know how many Academy Awards speeches that I've had, that I've won? Because I'm also a great actress, but this imposter syndrome thing don't allow you to be great. So that's funny, ain't it? We can laugh at me. It's okay. We can laugh at me. I laugh at me all the time. Ooh, that's much better. Yeah, so it's painful. It's painful. It's paralyzing. It like, I don't know if you guys ever had one of those dreams. It's like you're supposed to be running, but you just get stuck, and you're like, I wonder if this ever happened to me, would I really be stuck and I can't run because the zombies is after me and I'm just stuck. Like, I cannot move. They say that particular fear may be indicative of specific fears, such as the fear of responsibility, of making a mistake, uncertainty, or an identity shift. Learning to tolerate discomfort and accept imperfection can help overcome the fears that prevent people from striving for success. Learning to tolerate discomfort. So, imposter syndrome. What is imposter syndrome, right? It's a psychological pattern that's characterized by feelings of self-doubt and a persistent fear of being exposed as a fraud, despite evidence of your competency and success of doing said thing that you are good at doing. So it's like Beyonce being, because I know, what's that girl's name? Chloe Bailey, with her little beautiful self. Oh my gosh, I love that little girl. She is so talented. She suffers from imposter syndrome. And it's typically a syndrome or this psychological something that we got, because it's not an illness. It's not a mental illness. What people who typically suffer from imposter syndrome are high achievers. So it's people like myself who have proven record, success record in sales. And every time that I'm in a boardroom and I have to talk to, the C-suite and whomever else, I always feel like, who the fuck do you think you are, little girl? Little black girl. Who told you you can be here? You one only black in the room and you're a woman and you're supposed to command all of these men, these white men who got all of this stuff and all of these things and boats and yachts, and here you are supposed to be teaching them about the technology of the future to make their business perform at said data points that you've researched, set out, and did all this stuff. Who are you? But who are you? Because I've never felt like her. And despite hearing from said men, said colleagues, said employers, bosses, whomever else, that come to me for help and assistance, like, no, you that girl. So I come to you for this because, and again, I'm the only, it's 2 females and 11 males. I'm one of the females. I'm the only black female, and there's only one other black, and he's a male. Out of all the executives at my company, I think it's only 2 blacks, and it's me and my best buddy Joe. So I don't feel special. I don't feel chosen. I do feel like a fraud. I feel like I don't have 1 degree to my name. Yes, if it were to be experience, I may have a PhD of a million kind at this point just because of life experience, but that's not how you equate a degree. Yes, you do an experience, and no, you don't. Nevertheless, who am I? And so I always ask myself that, because it is not a mental illness. But let me tell you this: I've been diagnosed a manic depressant, so I suffer from depression. I suffer from anxiety. I have panic attacks. This imposter syndrome coincides and bangs its head up against anxiety all the time. Crazy. So we'll get into that later on. But the pattern is characterized by feelings of self-doubt and a persistent fear of being exposed as a fraud despite evidence of competence and success. Individuals experience imposter syndrome often downplay their achievements and believe they are undeserving of their accolades. I say that all the time, leading to anxiety, stress, and depression. So I wonder, did one give me the other, or did the other give me the one? Holy moly donut shop. Okay. So, aspects of imposter syndrome. Let me change this up a little bit because I'm going to do this part first. Because I want you guys to get some of the better part of this, to lay the groundwork for it. According to a researcher, Dr. Valerie Young, there are 5, and so all of the articles, periodicals that I read going into this, everybody kind of states or piggybacks off of what I found. And I guess Dr. Valerie Young, is the one who framed and coined that there are 5. Now, there may be more. I didn't see them. I ain't heard of them. But every other source that I read, and again, you guys can always ask me what my sources are. It's too much for me to be adding all of that stuff. I ain't no scientist, but I will always tell you where I'm getting information from that I use for my research for the show. So she's identified that there's 5 types of imposter syndromes. 5 imposter types for the syndrome. Ain't 5 syndromes. There's one imposter syndrome, but there are 5 types. Okay. 1, the perfectionist, is a type of imposter syndrome that involves believing that unless you were absolutely perfect, you could have done better. You feel like an imposter because your perfectionistic traits make you believe that you're not as good as others might think that you are. The perfectionist. The second one, the expert. The expert feels like an imposter because they don't know everything there is to know about a particular subject or topic, or they haven't mastered every step in a process. Because there is more for them to learn, they don't feel as if they've reached the rank of expert. Ding, 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 ding. That's me. That is my first one, because I suffer from 3 of these. But that is wholeheartedly the biggest one for me, is the expert. Number 3, the natural genius. In this imposter syndrome type, you may feel like a fraud simply because you don't believe that you are naturally intelligent or competent. If you don't get something right the first time around, or it takes you longer to master a skill, you feel like an imposter. As I was just telling you, that's a little bit more of me. And we'll go into why. I'll tell you why. That's number 3, the natural genius. Number 4, the soloist. It's also possible to feel like an imposter if you had to ask for help to reach a certain level or status. Since you couldn't get there on your own, you question your competence or your abilities. Number 4, the soloist, thinking that you got to do it by yourself, and if you got any help along the way, you're a fraud. Number 5, the super person. This type of imposter syndrome involves believing that you must be the hardest worker or reach the highest levels of achievement possible, and if you don't, you are a fraud. So, we're going to go over those again. The perfectionist, the expert, the natural genius, the soloist, and the super person. By far, my top one is the expert. I can never know enough. And considering that people look to me, large corporations, I have really large clients that spend a lot of money in their IT infrastructure. So if shit fails, everybody's staring at the girl who told them that it was all supposed to work. And sometimes not feeling confident because I'm trying to make a buck. I'm trying to sell you something that I believe is going to work. I don't know. But I'm supposed to know these things inside and out. No person knows it inside and out. I also have a little bit more of it on me because of the pressure I feel being this black person. They can mess up. I can't. That extra something I put on me requires me to be the perfectionist. And so I bring on that persona of imposter syndrome. So number 3 is the natural genius. Because I've been so good at things, they think I am the know-it-all. I don't be knowing it all. I'm resourceful, but I don't know it all, and I know that I don't know it all. So sometimes I feel like I'm a fraud because people think that I'm so smart, and I become smarter because whatever you put on my plate, I seek the information. I know where to look. I'm resourceful. And then from that, I learn a lot of useless information that help you. Maybe it'll help me if I'm on Jeopardy or somebody asks me a random quiz question for some dollars. But where else is this that you needed from me going to help me other than I know more about said thing? So that natural genius thing, the soloist, I'm not that. I know I need help. Again, I'm resourceful. So I'm going to go and get all the stuff from all the places and then put it here and be like, winning. Okay? The super person. I do believe that I have to be the hardest working person. I definitely have to have that perception because I'm the only black. I'm the only female. If I don't look like I'm the hardest working person, I feel as if I'm going to lose my job. You are about to lose your job. Whereas they can sit here and be mediocre. I cannot. So that sets the stage for who the players are, right? Because I always want us to have who the players are so we'll know what we're talking about within the conversation. Um, is this shit common? Is imposter syndrome common? Well, around 25 to 30% of high achievers may suffer from it. So 25 to 30% of high achievers. Typically, this is a high achiever kind of thing. I've only surrounded myself with people who have been high achievers. So I'm assuming that the people that's on this line, let me see how many we got, because I'm in the chat now. You know what? Ain't none of y'all that said nothing to me. Also 7 of us. So I'm sure all 7 of us are high achievers. So we the ones who typically suffer from it. So 25 to 30% of us suffer from it. Now, ironically, around 70% of adults over the course of their lifetime will have a suffering of imposter syndrome. So what are some of the key aspects of what this thing is? Self-doubt and incompetence. We frequently doubt ourselves. We doubt our abilities. We doubt our skills and our intelligence. Even when we have a strong record that supports all of those things. We have the fear of being exposed. We feel, or we have this fear that somebody is going to eventually discover that we're not as competent in what it is that we're trying to do. And then I say trying, right? Because it's not what we're trying to do, it's what we're doing. That we're not as competent as we appear. And that leads us to anxiety. That fear of being found out that, oh, she's not a real speaker. Did you hear? She said, Ooh, did you see? Ooh, she made a calculation error. She don't got her numbers together. Ooh, this like as if mistakes cannot be made. So it's that fear of being exposed. Downplaying achievements, another aspect of it. We minimize our accomplishments. We attribute them to luck or any other external factor that'll support the reason why we got something other than our very own efforts. I have like all these awards, these trophies and stuff behind this camera in my room or whatever, and more which broke, fell apart, it doesn't matter. For my success in, like this one is, I'm 397%. So I'm doing the work of 4 executives. I'm at, for the most part, 4 executives running at 100%. And I'm like, oh, it's because I got that one deal, just because they went out, and I'm downplaying it. Crazy, right? Because ain't nobody else at this company probably got that. I think I was like one of the only people in definitely that year that got that. But, yeah, weird, crazy. You'll never hear me talk about this. I'm not about to brag about it because to me it has nothing to brag about. I got a job, I do my job, I do it pretty good, and that's it. And I go home and who cares? But it's not nothing I want to talk about because I never want to be called out about anything. Internalize fraudulence. Always feeling like a fraud or a phony. When I tell people I'm an executive, or I say, oh no, I sell copiers or something. Like something so minuscule so that it doesn't sound like I'm important. right? As if I'm somehow deceiving others into believing that they are more capable than actually. Like you better than me than this. I don't know what I'm talking about. Another aspect of it is the impact on various aspects of your life. So it can affect your work performance, your academic pursuits, social interactions, stuff leading to feelings of inadequacy and a fear of failure. And that's exactly what it all feels like. In sales, everybody knows. Now, I don't do it, but many people do. Talking about I don't do it. Not just showed y'all the drugs, right? Um, just think of Wolf of Wall Street, right? That's a real sales environment. High level sales, when you dealing with people and a whole lot of money, I ain't just selling you no candy. I'm selling IT systems at $500,000. People get fired for signing stuff with me and it was a bad deal. They done lost their job. Because Albert had told them that they should have bought this. Now they done got this company locked into something for 5 years on a technology that is not helping them. And now they profit share. All this stuff is going down with this company because Albert got them with some technology behind the scene that then went awry. I don't need that kind of pressure. So a few things to note is imposter syndrome is not a formal mental health diagnosis, but a psychological phenomenon. But it can impact our well-being, and it does. It impacts mine. It's more common in high-achieving adults, but it can affect anybody regardless of your success or your social status. It has this constant feeling of being a fraud despite objective evidence of one's competence and achievements. Definitely, and I'll reiterate this list later, but we definitely need support from close friends and family, and as I'm always going to tell y'all, a therapist or somebody who can get into the nuts and the bolts of this thing up here. People want to know if they suffer from it. So, ask y'all a couple questions and then you'll see. Do you agonize over even the smallest mistakes or flaws in the work that you do? Do you attribute your success to luck? Maybe an outside factor? Somebody else other than, that wasn't me, like, I got lucky, man. Are you sensitive to even constructive criticism? Like where people are like, I really like when you did that. And when you did, whoo. And when you hit that note, girl, you left me like, ooh, like, I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want that. Even that bothers you? Do you feel like you will inevitably be found out as a phony? Do you downplay your own expertise, even in areas where you are genuinely more skilled than most everybody else? What triggers this? What makes us have this? What are some of the, not what makes us have it, we'll get into that, but what are some of the triggers? And one of them is ironic as hell. When people are giving you awards or praise, that's when this stuff don't even make sense when I'm talking it out loud, which is why this podcast even is. This is my life after. It don't even make sense. Like you gonna get a trophy for something that you did, and the minute someone gives you the praise or the something for what you did, I saw you did it. That was magnificent. And that's when you feel the most like, the pit in your gut, the anxiety that comes to me when the imposter syndrome comes out. The impact is positive because they're positive. So sometimes imposter syndrome fuels motivation. It gets in there and it get people like, I'm about to do this. And some weeks I feel like, no, I lie. Some moments I feel like that. I ain't never felt like that for a week. Some moments you feel like that. Maybe a day, it might last. It ain't never been weeks. I'm lying. But it usually comes at the cost of a constant anxiety. And this last week going into this, I have dealt with so much, which probably is what led up to me having that day where I cleaned up and just decluttered everything that I possibly could. Going into this week. This week has been great. So we're at Tuesday. So it's only been 2 days. Again, I'm only 24, 48 hours in, right? No sleep, because I'm team no sleep. All that anxiety that I felt is what's fueling me right now for this motivation to achieve. Nevertheless, when you over prepare and you work much more harder than necessary to make sure that nobody finds out that it's holes in the boat and there's, things missing and the nuts in the boats ain't as tight as they supposed to be, the anxiety worsens, and then that leads to freaking depression. And I just got out of the depressive state a week and a half ago, and we just falling apart. The sad thing and the sad and problematic thing about imposter syndrome is that even the experience of doing well or doing good at anything, it don't change your belief about yourself. So I can do all of these things. I can over prepare for this show. I can, because I don't want to be a fraud. When I come on here before you guys, I want to make sure that I have all of, which is what made these last 2 weeks so hard and fearful of even the anxiety. Like, I don't even want to show up because I don't have a show. I'm usually prepared, over prepared, where I'm pulling notes out. That's too much. How much do I put in? I want to make sure I'm at an hour. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to have this. And then knowing, because you guys know, I have absolutely no help. It's just all me putting every element of everything together. I got to do my hair, do my makeup, find an outfit, find a background, pick a set, like moving it around my house, setting up the lights, the camera, the action. I'm going to tell y'all this all the time because what I am doing, I am blowing myself away at what I'm capable of. Not that what I'm putting out is good. I don't know. I'm hard on my own worst critic, right? So I can only rely on y'all to lie to me. I really don't know. I'm pouring my heart into something that I don't really, it just is a portal of put something in and that this portal is never really created to give you anything in return. So it still doesn't change your belief in self. So I'm trying to get to that point, and because this imposter syndrome is live, this is a live imposter syndrome show being shown to you with the tangible stuff of even me in this show, because this is my 15th job, as I call it. And then my real life job, which is selling IT equipment that pays my bills and supports me and my family, or help me support the supporter of my family. So this is a real tangible, put the notes that I'm putting together with my true real life of me being a person with imposter syndrome. It's not changing my own belief in self, but that's what we're going to figure out by the end of this show. So those thoughts are still going to nag you in your head, that what gives me the right to be here, because who the hell am I to be sitting on the line thinking that I'm somebody to command anybody's attention for 2 hours or an hour and a half now, right? Like, girl, you ain't no talk show host. You ain't Wendy Williams. You ain't Sherry Shepherd, Oprah Winfrey, Gayle King, none of them. Like, girl, who are you to think that you can do this? But as I told y'all, all I'm going to do is continue to show up. That's all I got right now, is to show up. Put some stuff together. I don't throw this stuff together. I don't hope that you guys think that I just throw stuff together. And when I do throw stuff together, I forewarn you that it's thrown together, because sometimes all you're getting is me, because it's my life. But this is me pouring into this show right now because it's our 10th show. So I wanted to make it worthwhile, you know. Um, but that thought does nag you on what give you the right to be here. Because who the hell am I, right? And the more that you seem to accomplish, the more you feel more like a dang fraud. They say it's as though you can't experience your own success. Put a pin in that one. You like not experience your own success. People who have imposter syndrome never talk about it. That's why we got a show about it. Because I don't think that I'm the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Because again, some of the people that I've heard talk about it, it's just like, how could they possibly have imposter syndrome? And they're like Beyonce, you know? Like, how could she be like me? Weird, crazy. And I'm thinking, how could I have it because I'm not a her? I'm not like her. And that, not comparison, because I don't compare myself, but when it comes to mental, this is not a mental illness, but things like that, you want to be able to relate to people who are going through something traumatic or people who are having like problems. Like I told you guys before, sometimes not being able to relate to people is what makes you feel the loneliest, ostracized, polarized. Like, okay, no one feels this. My bout with depression, the one time of the numerous times that I've tried to commit suicide was the fact that I felt no one understands me. No one feels like this. So when you can relate to someone who has something like you, for me, it makes me dig down like, what? How? Like, tell me all of your stuff so that I can try to identify, pinpoint, and be like, okay, so I'm like that too. And then I can see you not as a mirror of myself, but I can see you as you and your wholeness and your fullness and your greatness, and pump you up to where you don't feel like I'm somebody who also has it, because I'm over here trying to make you feel better. But it's a weird, this thing up here, our noggin, it is a weird place to live and a weird place to dwell. So anyhow, we tend not to talk about it, which is why we have a show. It eats us from the inside out with no outward signs of this is what's going on in this person. So the people in your life who have it, you'll never know that they have imposter syndrome. You'll just see them out there living their life, achieving stuff, living large, doing their thing, looking like, oh, they getting awards here, doing this. They over there getting appreciated and pumped up and exalted and put on pedestals for all of the things, their accomplishments and their achievements. And you'll never know that they are a person who suffers from this, because that ain't how this works. How do we cope past it? How do we cope with it? How do we learn to get past it? Because that's ultimately what we're trying to do. Because we ain't going to never leave here without some solutions, or at least some steps and some walk away tidbits that can at least aid us in our journey, if this is applicable to you as well. I do the research. I do the legwork. I do the work. I share it with you, and then you can just reference this or share this with somebody who you think may have said they got it or something, and then just call me a little note taker, okay? I'm your note taker. I'm your pappy, okay? Start asking yourself some questions. So here are some questions that we're going to consider. How do we get past it? Let's start asking these questions of ourselves. What core beliefs do I hold about myself? What core beliefs do I hold about myself? Do I believe I am worthy of love as I am? Me right here, right now, what I have to offer and bring. Do I believe? Do I believe that I'm worthy of love? as I am, must I be perfect for others to approve of me? Like, do I really gotta be perfect for anyone's approval of me? So we're going to ask ourselves those questions. What core beliefs do I hold about myself? Do I believe I am worthy of love as I am? And must I be perfect for others to approve of me? The only way that we're going to be able to move past these feelings is to become more comfortable confronting some of the deeply ingrained beliefs that we hold about ourselves. I've identified a few techniques that we can use and try at least to try to help us. One, we can start sharing our feelings. We can talk to other people about how we're feeling. Sometimes we have irrational beliefs. It's good to share that with people. Because a lot of times these beliefs and these thoughts, they fester when we don't talk about them. We can start focusing on others. It might be counterintuitive, true, but sometimes we can try helping other people in the same situations as us. Not maybe necessarily as it relates to imposter syndrome, but anybody in any instance or circumstance where you see someone who is, like, let's just say for social anxiety, you see somebody who's awkward, they're alone. You can ask them like a question and try to get them involved and try to use your skills to help build confidence in not only yourself but others as well. You can assess yourself and your abilities. Like, start to really hone in, write down, journal, whatever your special abilities are so that you can assess them. If you have long held beliefs about your incompetence in social or performative situations, make a realistic assessment of your abilities. Write down your accomplishments and what you're good at. Then compare these with your self-assessment. For those of us who are looking for jobs, who are looking for, let's just say you have a business plan. I help write business plans. If you have a business plan, you're trying to sell yourself to an investor. That's ultimately what I do. You're trying to sell yourself to an investor. It can be a bank. It can be asking your mama for $10,000. You're trying to write a clear-cut plan. I think assessing yourself and your abilities is definitely a great way to add to that business plan, because there is going to be a portion in the business plan where should definitely be clear-cut and identified. Because why am I giving you your money? Just because you cook good don't mean you know how to run no business. Therefore, what is your other gifts and abilities and skills? I'm good at math. I know how to balance checkbooks and do, okay, well, maybe the books won't be screwed up or something. Being able to do stuff like this will help aid in, when I say resume writing, when you're looking for a job. This helps with that interview process. Being able to confidently riddle off what your abilities are, your accomplishments, not in a cocky or boastful way, but just because I've taken stock and ownership of self to where I know where I shine. I know where I'm good, and I also can identify areas in which I have been working on because I'm not so good. I'm not so strong in those areas. That's why I've been breaking those down to the ridiculous and not only identifying, but beginning to target making myself better and applying things that I've learned and seeking knowledge to be better at those skill sets or whatever the case may be. So, going back to this, Some more techniques. Taking baby steps. Stop thinking about doing stuff perfectly, because that's me. Rather, just do things reasonably well, and then reward yourself for taking action. Let me tell you about these balloons. So I saw somebody getting balloons. I was going to Dollar Tree to go get me some balloons, right? And I was like, dang, I don't see them up there. I get in line, and somebody gets a 16, a 1, and a 6. I was like, oh, they do got the numbers, but they didn't have them displayed to where I knew that they had them. I was like, dang, I'm not going to Party City. I'm just not going to have any balloons for tonight's show. But I went there specifically to get these. So luckily for me, the universe provided a guide that there were balloons there that I actually could have gotten, because I wouldn't have even asked the clerk for them. So I asked for the balloons. Like, oh yeah, and don't forget, when I got up to the cash register, don't forget I also wanted the 1 and a 0. And she says, oh, okay. She comes back and she rings me up. And again, I'm at Dollar Tree. So everything's $1.25. And I got my money out pre-planned, because I already know I got this, thinking I'm paying $1 for these balloons. Like, and after I thought about it, I was like, what will make me think they're going to be these fancy balloons for $1? Girl, these balloons are $5 each. I said, what? I already had my $8 out, so I bought 2 bottles of bleach and some straws. I said, what the heck going on? What the heck? What the helly? What the hecky? So anyhow, taking baby steps, doing things reasonably well, and rewarding yourself for taking action. I was so worried about having set design with these numbers, having this context to, and the content, I'm sorry, not context, content for you guys today, that I am just all over the place. Wasn't gonna get the balloons, but all I cared about was getting in here and doing all this stuff and trying to be perfect, and everything ain't gonna be perfect. So I do need to take baby steps, and I need to take a step back to take some baby steps. So question your thoughts. I need to check myself on this, because it's very hard to do. As you start to assess your abilities and take baby steps, question whether your thoughts are rational. And this is also when you talk to people, because you want to know if what's going on up here, if it's making sense. If it even makes sense for you to believe that you're a fraud. Given and knowing everything that you know about yourself, your skills, your abilities, and all those things, how could you be a fraud when you really did do all the work to achieve, accomplish, and pull off what you did, and it was magnificent, deserving, well done, and you still ain't doing it? So just fact. Hey! Oh my gosh! Okay, it's a celebrity in the house, y'all. It's a celebrity in the house. My favorite podcaster. I made it. Now I know I made it. It ain't even about having a lot of numbers. It's about having the right numbers for me. I don't care if YouTube pays me. Who cares? I just try to get some information out. So anyhow, stop comparing. Oh, we be doing this. And I'm never like, I'll never compare. You know, I'm not that person. I don't ever say that. But people say it all the time. I don't compare myself to nobody. Okay, whether you have imposter syndrome or not. People tend to, and with the way in which me and someone was talking about this the other day, social media is the new quote unquote society. So society norms, society standards, societal this, societal that is pretty much social media. Comparing ourselves in social situations, if somebody's going to find out if you're a fraud or not. It fuels you in this thought process of, am I good enough? Am I not good enough? Instead of, during a lot of these conversations, just focus on listening to people instead of sizing your own self up. And you sizing yourself up because you feel as if somebody gonna find you out that you ain't even supposed to be in this party or at this such and such. Because girl, who are you to even be here? Because that's what you say to yourself. Hey, what they saying? They saying, oh my gosh, such and such is in the house. And meanwhile, you like, I can't believe I'm in here with these people. What gave me the right to be up in this place with these people? Girl, who you think you is? Oh, you think you done made it, huh? Oh, you think you the prize. Stop comparing. Look, social media. Use social media moderately. Now, see, I ain't got the sizing up of the social media thing because most people don't show you their bad side. I'm going to always show you my bad side. I show you my full 360. My life is a 360. What makes me me is the shit that has happened to me in my life. I'm not saying that it has never happened to anyone else, but my story is what makes me. Other people like to try and make me what they want me to be. And that's typically some shallow shit. A body, a shell, a piece of skin. If I went and got in a car accident, got banged and mangled up, I still want my voice. And I hope that that's what has been most captivating. I appreciate that God has given me whatever this is. It ain't gonna last always. I don't like to rely on it. The only time I use it is when I'm in some deep shit, like tickets and about to go to jail, or I am in jail. That's when I'm using it. Because other than that, maybe to sell something if the person I'm selling to is a man or something. But I like to be professional, so I'm not trying to sell this. And I don't look like this when I'm professional. I'm got suits and I'm suited and booted and clean. The girl be sharp, okay? We ain't gonna say couch. She be sharp, okay? So I'm selling professionalism. Social media should be used moderately. I'm on it far too much. I use it quite a bit, but I'm a hot mess. And because I'm alone so much throughout the day, I want to use words. That's why I am on there. And to talk to people like I'm talking to you now, whether somebody is there or not. Stop fighting your feelings of not belonging. Because we do. So it says that we should lean into them and accept them. It's only when you acknowledge these feelings that you can start to unravel the core beliefs that you are holding yourself back. And then you refuse to let it hold you back. No matter how much you feel like you are a fraud or that you don't belong, don't let that stop you from pursuing goals. Because again, I'm going to talk to myself about paralysis. All the years that I said I want to start a podcast. All the years I said, well, how? And then they created this thing called YouTube. And they created all these tools and resources. I'm so resourceful, right? And still was just like, but who am I? I'm nobody, to feel as if I should have something like this. Or to seek doing something like this. Or to even aspire. Like, who are you to even have a dream like that, right? Not a dream to get rich and famous off of it. Just a dream to do it. And so I showed up every week, scared. First I was afraid. I was petrified. And then I started having martinis on the show every week, and then all that went out the window, big mama. So, in closing, all I can say is, in the end, we got to learn how to tolerate discomfort and accept imperfection. It can help overcome the fears that prevent people from striving for success. There I go. Wasting stuff, y'all. So cheers to all of us with imposter syndrome. If you want to start a podcast, start that podcast. Big Mama is here to help you and cheer you on. And sometimes maybe we should compare, because we look at people putting foolishness out here and say, if they could do it, well, I don't even need no expertise. And we do it. Don't talk ish about them, though. That's not what we here for. We ain't going to talk about nobody who is doing anything. If they doing, you hush, because they doing it. And as I told y'all, only 4% of businesses make it. 4% of black businesses make it out of the startup phase. So every black business that's out there that you choose not to support, you choose to talk ish about, you choose to do all of those ill things about, only 4% of black businesses make it out of the startup phase to even become a business. You know how I told y'all we was what, 1 in 400 trillion? Your life, your existence, your being here, your earthly human self, even being in existence, was 1 in 400 trillion chance. So ain't shit by circumstance, ain't shit by luck, ain't shit by none of it. It is because of you doing what you were supposed to do to get you where you were supposed to be, your efforts, your skills, your abilities, your get up and go, your hustle, your knowledge seeking, your all of what made you you, and acquired, ascertained, garnered, gathered, whatever, harvested, all of those things you got, is because of you. You are ordainedly divine and divinely ordained to be here getting what it is that you getting, because you out there getting it. You getting it. I'm getting it, and I'm going to have to watch this show so that I can pump myself, listen to me, pump me up as I try to pump you guys up, because these aren't usually my thoughts. They're usually on the contrary. So, I hope that this has helped bolster us to go for whatever it is that we try to get. And if we have imposter syndrome, or you know anybody who has imposter syndrome, you share this with them. Maybe liking it. Maybe just liking it will help, because then they'll see what somebody else liked, and then it'll pop up on their feed. So, my on purpose, in closing, my on purpose, a quote from a beautiful black woman who just never shows up. She doesn't show up for us. I don't know if she shows up for herself. I'm sure she shows up for her children, though. The Honorable, I'm going to take honor out of that. I'm sorry. No. We ain't going to call her honorable, because showing up is honorable. We ain't going to call her that. The Distinguished Lauryn Hill. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? That's our on purpose statement for tonight's episode 10. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? It's hard to win in life when you are not feeling as if you're a winner. So that comes from being inside. That's an internal, that's a self something. It ain't got nothing to do with self-esteem. It's a self something, though. So my high of the week, ooh, baby, my cousin got out of prison. Oh, I'm so happy. Me and my cousin have been like, I just didn't know what the heck my cousin was. I love him. He was like my best friend cousin. Mark. Oh my gosh, I love my cousin. Oh my gosh, when I tell you I love my cousin, he's out. He in Arizona. His story, he just got off the dang bus. He's a comedian. I have to have him on my show. I'm going to go to Arizona just to have him on my show. Ultimate high. That was Saturday. He was leaving the halfway house in Denver, Colorado, hopped on a bus, was coming to California. He used to live, he's a celebrity barber. He used to work in Arizona, and he start just putting the feelers out. I saw him on Facebook. I chimed in like, "Hey, cousin, what's up?" And he calls me and just go. We went from right there. He like, "I ain't got nothing." He said, "I have absolutely nothing other than I just went inside the store and bought me some Skechers." He said, "If I walk 3 more fucking blocks, I don't think these shoes gonna make it." Oh, I love him. He like me. Oh man, we come out the mud, and I don't mean we come out of the mud. My parents did. My mother was a CPA. My father was a business owner. In no way am I saying I came out of the mud. Like I wasn't a private school girl or none. I don't mean in that. I'm talking about a mentality of I lose all this shit. I'll be homeless a week and I get something back. Like it just, and we don't care. We don't care that we lost it. And we don't tell people, "I don't care. I've lost it. I'm down today." Like, look at me, your girl down today. But catch me in 2 weeks. I'll be better than I was 2 weeks ago. And I'll be better than I was 2 weeks from now. In a month, look at me. And then look at me. That's oh, I love my cousin. That was my high. And on the same day, I reached out to a friend. He and I were colleagues, used to work together, and he has a story. I want to have him on my show, so I don't even want to tell the story, but we reconnected, and he and I can't even say we dated. We went out and realized we are real good friends. And oh, I love him, and oh, he loves me. And so we hadn't talked in a while. We are on each other's socials. And so I talked to him on the same day. So Saturday was my unplugged day, but I talked to 2 people. And I was on Do Not Disturb for 24 hours. So yeah, I still had my phone, but I was on Do Not Disturb. So it was a little bit of an unplug, but not to the sense to where we're going to do that. And so I talked to him. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to share these 2 men with you guys because their stories, I need some black men, so they gonna have to be on a panel with me because y'all gonna want to hear what the heck these brothers got to say. They're both handsome, so I'm gonna give y'all some eye candy at least. They're both very handsome and natural comedians. They're so freaking funny. They don't take themselves serious. They have lived so much real life to where women always looking for a specific man. We can get into dating and all. We're going to get into all of it. I'm going to have them too. That's why I'm going to do a show with the 2 of them. Tell them that blindly, they both going to do what I tell them. Because, I'm Big Mama. Everybody listen to Big Mama. Chauncey going to listen to Big Mama and Mark going to listen to Big Mama. And I'm younger than both of them. But that's always who I've been. The little bossy, me. Miss Bossy in all the worlds, because I was always around little boys all the time, and I bossed all of them around. And it didn't matter the age; they all got in line because I was bossy and they listened because I actually had something to say. So that was my high of the week. My low of the week, I don't even want to tell y'all. I'm supposed to be so transparent. Just heartbreak. I am really mending a broken heart, y'all. Like, I am really mending a broken heart. That is what it is, a day by day, week by week, something that is going on. My heart is broken in a million pieces. And that's what I'm dealing with. And so every week is just a newer low. It's a newer fuck me. It's one of those. Like, dang, don't nobody love your girl out here. Just hurt all around. It just everybody ain't got nothing to offer your girl but hurt. Hurt, pain, disappointment. Hurt, pain, disappointment. Coming at me with everybody who I pour into, I love. Not everybody, but the more I pour into them, the more they hurt me. Let's just say that. The more I've given, the more I realize they ain't never gave me a damn thing. And it's just sheer hurt. Just Just hurt. I'm just hurting. Your girl just hurting. My heart is broken. These niggas out here breaking my heart. And she's still a gangster. So even with that, that's tonight's show. Show number 10, guys. Oh, I love y'all. Oh, I love y'all. Thank y'all. I was trying because I was talking about imposter syndrome, like who am I, blah, blah, blah. If Shannon, Shay, shack 'em up, underage sharp can keep y'all on the line with an interview for 4 hours, then Big Mama can hit y'all right at the 2-hour mark. So, y'all know the saying. Oh, I got champagne that my cousin brought me. I ain't about to do that right now. I almost fell off the bed. This bed is so high up. And Big Mama got long legs. And I still about to fall off the bed. So, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. I'm country, y'all. I am enamored by the levels of support from people like you, Francine, and Ghazi, Chayla, baby, Jayla, Lloyd, TT, Marcus, Stephanie, my cousin Stephanie Gillette, Stephanie, my cousin, Steph Kimball. I don't know everybody, Mike, of course. I don't know who's all watching, but my little brother, of course, Squirt, young Lene. Because it's a milestone show, I'm just going to take my time. Why not? My niece, Starla, my sister, Lisa Shelton, my brother, Dave Shelton, which we gonna get into some family stuff. So I'm gonna do some teasers on that. Because it's my life, and y'all be wanting to know. So I'm gonna start just spilling out all my guts. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. I love y'all. This shit is hard. It is the hardest thing aside from raising my kids, because I guess maybe this is my baby. My baby's 10 days, 10 weeks. My baby is 10 weeks. Oh. And Big Mama still got the, look. Big Mama is still got the stuff from having a baby. Oh, Big Mama. Oh, that's our baby. She 10 weeks old. I still got the giving birth weight. Okay. Over here drinking. I'm off them what them pills they be giving you after you had a baby? The something? I don't know. But we off them. Big Mama ready. My 6 weeks is up. Where they at? Okay, maybe it kicked in now. Maybe. And I can celebrate and have the other half now. So, love you guys. Thank you guys so much. In all funniness, in all honesty, realness, I am so appreciative. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. You guys your support is pushing me, because had you not been here, I would have canceled all the weeks that I said don't want to do it, feeling bad. All the excuses could have come. I still showed up. I'm trying to show my professionalism that I have in my true professional career with this baby that I'm trying to cook and create here and be as professional here, because there are some times I just show up on the fly and have to live off my expertise and go off the cuff, and then there are weeks where I'm extremely prepared and I try to show that I am prepared and give you guys the best information that I can possible. So thank you. I love you. I can't say that enough. I can't say it anymore. And please go watch the Swimsuit Confessionals, which is in support of episode 10. I will be wearing 10 different swimsuits from my swimsuit trunk. And just giving y'all a little quick YouTube short of something I could think of that happened while I was wearing that swimsuit in support of episode 10 that you guys helped me pull off. Thank y'all. Love y'all. You ain't got to go, but you know the line. You got to get up